Hello, we're here for the final NFL wildcard matchup of the weekend. It's the Houston Texans versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Monday Night Football, the final Monday Night Football of the season as well. And we should be in for a classic AFC battle of two strong defenses. It's about which team can put the most points on the board as well. Really big for three fan bases, this one. Obviously the Texans and Steelers, but also the New England Patriots that will be hosting one of these two teams, the winner of tonight's game in the divisional round next week on Sunday. So come and say hi in the chat. I appreciate everyone that's come into the chat. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a stream of the actual game, I'm afraid. I can't do that, otherwise I'd get done for copyright on YouTube and Twitch. But hopefully you can stick around, watch the game with us, and let us know who you wanted to win in this game, who your NFL team is. Stick with us. And we should hopefully be for another classic. We've had 5 great games. Hopefully this finishes wildcard weekend off with a bang as well. It's going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers starting with the ball. So Aaron Rodgers, the veteran quarterback, is going to be his last game today in the NFL if the Pittsburgh Steelers lose. It could well be. The single back formation started at their own 20-yard line. It's a handoff up the middle and a nice run. Close to a first down from Warren. And they're going to give him the first down. Hi, Andrew. Thank you very much for coming along and joining. Hope you're well. Hope we rested from all the other games we've been watching as well. Hope we've had a good day. We've got shotgun formation for Aaron Rodgers. Warren next to him. Trips right from the 30-yard line. Changing the play at the line. Snaps back to him. Quick fire pass out to DK Metcalf. And it's another first down. 16-yard catch and run for DK Metcalf. And the Pittsburgh Steelers got the ball rolling early. Great start. As a Patriots fan, I would much rather play the Steelers next week, so I'm rooting for the Steelers in this one. I'd rather play the the Steelers' offense and defense than the Houston Texans, especially the Houston Texans' defense. We've got a single back formation already up to their own 47-yard line. It's a handoff up the middle. Warren makes a couple of moves, but he's tackled down after a yard or two gain. He's going to set up about 2nd and 8. So let us know in the chat who you're supporting this one. Who do you want to win? Who do you think will win? Appreciate all the new follows over on Twitch as well. We'll give you a shout out momentarily. We've got a 2nd and 9 coming up. Shotgun formation for Aaron Rodgers. Snap back to him. Handoff again up the middle. And Warren carries the ball for 3 yards just into Texans territory. We'll take a look at reads for the Texans. So big 3rd and 7 coming up for the Steelers, just inside the Texans' half. Shotgun formation for Aaron Rodgers. Empty backfield now. Takes the snap. Looking to pass. Fire towards the right sideline, but it's over the head of his intended target. And that's going to be up 4th and 7. Great start on the offense for the Steelers, but the drive stalls there on 4th and 7. So here comes the punt. Punt is up. And the fair catch is called for right at the 10-yard line. We're going to get the first action for CJ Stroud. This Texans offense. So we've got the Texans coming out. See what they can do on their first drive. They have to drive 90 yards for the touchdown. Imagine this is going to be a close one unless the Texans put up a few scores early and you can see the Texans running away with it then. But we haven't seen any of that really in wildcard weekend. Had 5 really close games. The biggest win was last night, the Patriots, 16-3. But that was a defensive slog for large parts of that game. It was field goals all the way till the 4th quarter and until Drake May hit Hunter Henry for the touchdown to really separate themselves, make it a 2-score game. And it'll be the Patriots who will be hosting the winner of this game next Sunday night. So give a shout out to all the new followers over on Twitch. Appreciate you. We've got Taco Guy 85, Smiling Ez, Golden O'Clock, Venitus, Lama Weetod, Dakesick, Drunk Lord, Fileman, SS Master, Shirley 915. Thank you very much for hitting the follow button. We're live for every playoff game this season. We had an absolute marathon of a stream yesterday. It was over 10.5 hours doing those 3 games. So make sure you hit that follow button. Come and join us. All NFL fans are welcome in our stream. Don't have to be a fan of one of the teams still in, but come and talk football with us. The more interaction, the better the stream. So it will be a double header on Saturday next week in the divisional round, and then a double header on Sunday. And we'll find out which 2 teams from the AFC and which 2 teams from the NFC will be battling in the championship games for a chance to go to Super Bowl 60. Steelers will win easy. Something about a Texans team having a postseason run doesn't compute with me. Possible. Thank you very much, Michael, for coming along. Are you a Steelers fan? We've got a handoff on first down. Now it's close to a 5-yard carry, taking the ball up to the 15-yard line. Shout out Sundrop2317. Thank you very much for hitting that follow button over on Twitch. So 2nd and 5. Shotgun formation. Snap back to Stroud. He's looking to pass. Thrown over the middle. Dangerous pass. Gets battered up in the air and looked like it could have been completed or it could have been intercepted. But fortunately for the Texans, it hits the ground incomplete. Looking to try and fit it in a tight window to Collins, but excellent coverage. Great coverage by Porter. Got his arm in there. So we've got 3rd and 5. So 3rd and 5. Trips left formation out the shotgun for CJ Stroud. Snap back to him. Steelers send pressure. Lofted pass. It's caught by Kirk all the way down to the Steelers' 31-yard line. A huge gain. Nice throw from Stroud, an excellent location. And diving forward, Kirk definitely secures it as well, going to the ground. And the Texans all of a sudden in field goal range. So single back formation. It's a handoff up the middle. And Nick Chubb carries the ball a couple of yards. So we've got the Texans. 2nd and 8. Snap back to Stroud. It's a handoff straight up the middle to Marks, who gains 2 more yards. It's going to be a 3rd down coming up. It's a note, born and raised Seattle Seahawks fan. Well, welcome. Been a nice weekend for you then, just being able to sit at home and enjoy some football, knowing that we've got the bye through to the divisional round. Couldn't even dream of being in the situation we're in right now. Thought it would be a real rebuilding season for us. Well, my preseason predictions, I had the Seahawks finishing 3rd in that division and not quite making the playoffs. So, but they've had a great season. And 3 NFC West teams in the divisional round next week. Snap back to Stroud. And the referees come in. And there's a timeout just in time. There's a Texans timeout just before the play clock ran out. So just over 9 minutes left in this first quarter. The Texans still driving. Big 3rd and 6 coming up. But yeah, the Seahawks are going to be hosting the 49ers after the 49ers pulled off a bit of a shock by knocking the Eagles out yesterday. So let's know what you think of that matchup. Surely you'd rather play the 49ers than the Rams. I can see it definitely being a Seahawks and Rams in the championship game. I'm calling it now. I think the AFC is going to be the Bills and Patriots in the AFC championship game. It's going to be the Rams and Seahawks in the NFC championship game. Snap back to Stroud. We've got a flag though. Looked like a false start. There a 5-yard penalty on that one. There's a big Trent Brown, former New England Patriot. He's going to set up a 3rd and 11 now. Got 2 receivers either side of Stroud. He's in the shotgun. Stroud steps forward and tries to throw over the middle, but throws the ball into the ground. Incomplete. And the Texans are going to punt. Hi, Brian. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm back on your other account now. Can they both lose? I don't mind who wins this one as long as they lose next week. I mean, I'm rooting for the Steelers just because I'd rather play the Steelers next week than the Texans. Tied to the party. What happened, Brian? Yesterday in the Patriots game, he disappeared. And the punt is up. Didn't look the best of punts. It went out of bounds. Still going. About the 25-yard line. Hi, Marshall. Thank you very much for joining us as well. And being a subscriber, of course, over on Twitch. I think the Texans will win. But I'd rather play the Steelers next week. If you gave me the chance. Yeah, Steelers have got a really good defense. But I just wouldn't mind a second crack at them as a Patriots fan after the Steelers beat the Patriots in week 3. And let's be fair, if any of you watched that game, the Patriots absolutely dominated. It's just the problem is they turned the ball over 5 times. There's 4 fumbles in that game and an interception. They got picked off and fumbled the ball inside the Steelers' 5-yard line as well. So I'd like another crack at the Steelers. Yeah, good defense. But I think the Patriots' offense is better. So Patriots won whenever I leave my team wins. Bears and Patriots, for example. Well, maybe the Patriots will be playing the late game next Sunday, Brian, and if you can leave them to victory then. So I grew up the only Pats fan in a Steelers home. Well, that must have been tough for you. Must have been tough. I say I wouldn't mind another go at the Steelers. Although the Texans, yes, they have got a good defense, but their offense doesn't necessarily scare me either. I wouldn't mind. I don't mind who they play. I've predicted the Texans are going to go through, but then I've also predicted that the Patriots will beat the Texans in the divisional round, get through to the championship game, where I believe they'll play the Buffalo Bills in a 3rd matchup of this season for a chance to go to the Super Bowl. I think we are going to have 2 divisional matchups. It's going to be an AFC East championship game for a chance to go to the Super Bowl. I think it'll be an NFC West divisional game to go to the Super Bowl. I believe it's going to be the Rams and Seahawks. But we will see. All in all, not too many shocks in Wildcard Weekend. Some great games and some close shocks. The Panthers almost pulled off the shock of the round in the first game. The Bears fought back hard in the second game. The Bills outdid the Jaguars in the end. Looking downfield, it's completed pass to DK Metcalf, and he's tackled down inside Texans territory. So the biggest shock of the round so far was that 49ers win at the Philadelphia Eagles. Not a great game, that one. Not an interesting watch until the fourth quarter. And then we had the Patriots shut down the Chargers offense for much of that game. 16-3 win. And the Steelers will be the underdogs in this one. Snap back to Rodgers. Lofted pass towards the left sideline. Incomplete, but we have got a flag. Looked like some grabbing and a possible pass interference on DK Metcalf. It is pass interference. Appreciate you, Mikal and El Cesar, for following us over on Twitch. Go say hi in the chat. El Cesar, let us know who your NFL team is. Steelers would be best play. I'd rather play the Steelers. Single back formation. And a handoff straight up the middle to Gainwell. He takes the ball inside the Texans' 30-yard line. It's the closest we've got to a scoring drive so far in this game. So the Steelers single back formation from the Texans' 27-yard line. Changing the play at the line. Aaron Rodgers. Motions receiver from left to right. It's going to be a handoff. Bounces inside Gainwell and a first down carry. 6 yards, takes the ball close to the 20-yard line. Nice drive again from the Steelers. Some bad news coming through for the Patriots today is that Christian Gonzalez, as I suspected, is in concussion protocol. He left the game in the fourth quarter yesterday after clashing his head with the turf. And so it's going to be touch and go whether he's going to pass that concussion protocol before next Sunday. Start back to Rodgers. Lofted pass. And Jonnu Smith never got his head turned around. Had a shot at it. Hi, Elsa. Thank you for joining us. Let us know who your NFL team is. So 2nd and 10 for the Steelers. The Texans' 21-yard line. Snap back to Rodgers. It's going to be a pass play. Lofted pass. But nobody there. Looked like the receiver got pushed out of bounds early and never re-established himself. Shout out Brown Bomber. Thank you for hitting that follow button over on Twitch. Let us know who your NFL team is. Is it the Browns? It's a 3rd and 10 coming up now for the Steelers. An empty backfield for Aaron Rodgers. He's got 3 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Snap back to him, looking to pass. Completed. But he's going to be 3 yards short. It's Valdez Scantling. This is going to be 4th and 3 coming up. What do the Steelers do here? How aggressive are they? So changing over channel, see if I could. Not too techie here. Well, there you go. You did it, Brian. But you just confused me then because then I'd start calling you Adam. Here comes Boswell. 17 of 17 on field goals in the postseason. Make that 18 of 18. The Steelers take the lead 3-0. Nice drive as well. It was a nice drive. So if you are watching over on Twitch, just while we've got the game break here, I'll make sure the ad break runs during that time as well. If you want to avoid any ad breaks over on Twitch, I know they can be annoying. You can hit that subscribe button. If you've got an Amazon Gaming subscription, you can subscribe for free. It means you get access to all of our remotes and you get ad-free viewing as well. If you haven't got Amazon Prime, you can also sign up as a subscriber as well. And you can avoid all those annoying ads. I know they can be frustrating, especially when you're watching a play-by-play. I'll try my best to run them when it's a game break. I used to live near a town in Vermont called Adamant. I just thought it was Adamant. I thought it was the musician. I thought that's where you got it. I thought it was Adam Ant and then the place Vermont. I didn't realise that Adamant was actually a place. Yeah, just going back to that Patriots game yesterday. Great win. Apparently, between the last minute of the second quarter up until 5.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the Chargers had no passing yards. So they completely shut them down. Patriots sent a lot of pressure yesterday. The most blitzing that I've seen from them all season, and the offensive line of the Chargers just couldn't handle it. Don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do? Your two shoes. Who doesn't drink? So we've got the Steelers lined up to kick it back to the Texans. Oh, Adamant. There you go. So I lost you for a second. The kick is up. It bounces at the 5-yard line, scooped up, and returns up to around the 25-yard line. And here comes CJ Stroud for the Texans' second drive of the game. So just under 6 minutes left in this first quarter. Texans with the ball. 3 points down at the minute. Single back form, so shotgun formation, snap back to Stroud, pass over the middle. It's completed a 4-yard completion. And Nico Collins with that catch as well. Oh, I don't think he's actually caught it. I don't think he's caught that. But they're going to get away with it. It's a handoff on second down. And he takes it close to a first down. It's going to be about half a yard short. So 3rd and short for the Texans to try and convert. There's a handoff, and he just about gets past it. TJ Watt with the tackle, but got the yard they needed. And the Texans drive continues. Shout out Egomi 2001. Appreciate you hitting the follow button over on Twitch. Let us know who your NFL team is. Can we say hi in the chat? So 1st and 10, they're up on their own 37-yard line. Single back formation. It's a handoff on 1st down up the right side. And a good carry, 5 yards. Takes the ball inside. Well, up to the 40-yard line. You're set for 2nd and 7. Right around 3.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Steelers lead 3-0. Boswell field goal. So 2nd and 7. Stroud in the shotgun. Quick fire pass out to Nico Collins to the left. Completed. And a 4-yard completion is set for 3rd and 3 for the Texans. Don't anticipate this being a high-scoring game. I think potential low 20s. 2 really good defenses is going to keep this close. So if you do get an opportunity to kick a field goal, I'd take the points. Take the points. Shotgun formation. Snap back to CJ Stroud on 3rd and 3. Thrown over the middle. It's caught. And holds on to the ball down to the Steelers' 40-yard line. It's Hutchinson. Nice catch. So 1st and 10. Just outside the 40. It's run heavy formation, single back. It is a handoff. Flea flicker coming. Back to Stroud. The ball comes out. I think it's intercepted. His arm gets hit as it's going forward, but without going to the ground, it falls into a Steelers defender's arms. And that's going to be the game's first turnover. It was Sawyer that came round, hit Stroud's arm. And then Black with the scoop just before it hits the ground. Very nimble for a big man. And the first turnover of today's game goes the Steelers' way. So I don't know if that counts as a fumble, because that could be a fumble or an interception. Either way, it's definitely going to be Steelers' ball. The ball didn't hit the ground, so if you're saying his arm was coming forward, it's an interception. If you say his arm wasn't coming forward, it's a fumble. Either way, Steelers recovery. So that Texans drive that looks promising comes to an end. Good evening from Brian in the chat to Andrew. Two of our absolute OGs at NFL UK Ops with us from the beginning a couple of years ago. Unfortunately, we had to take a season break due to unforeseen circumstances, unfortunately. But we are back this season, and we'll be back for good now as well. So thank you for coming back and keeping me company all season as well. Appreciate it. So just a game break at the minutes after that turnover. It's going to be the Steelers back with the ball again. A 3-0 lead. It's an interesting stat for Boswell as well. 18 of 18 post-season field goals. Not missed in the postseason. Can he keep it 100% today? So I'm tired even with a nap. That's me. I've napped a couple of times since getting back in from work. And hoping I can get a couple more hours in by the time this game finishes before heading back to work. These couple of days are going to feel like they just roll into one. It's always hard to, like, after the Patriots game finished yesterday, went up for a couple of hours. But it's always hard after all the adrenaline to actually fall asleep. It's a handoff on first down. And Warren battles to get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Oh, yeah. If CJ Stroud would have had time to throw there, it would have likely been a touchdown. He'd had a shot at a touchdown anyway. So got a shotgun formation. Snap back to Rodgers. Deep drop. Fired to the right sideline. It's drops by DK Metcalf. You don't see that many times, and that would have been a huge gain, about 20 yards downfield at least. It was a great route for Metcalf. Got the separation. Hits both hands and dropped. Rodgers not impressed with that one. I am not a Aaron Rodgers fan at all. It's an empty backfield now. 3rd and 10. Snap back to Rodgers. Deep drop again. Scrambles to his left. Thrown. But it's just a 4-yard completion. And likely going to be a Steelers punt. Just under a minute left in this first quarter. So a good stand by the Texans defense. Helped by that drop as well by DK Metcalf. So you must be sure it worked on. I was okay. I wasn't too bad. You know, being a teacher, so it's non-stop. So the adrenaline just keeps going, keeps you going. The kids don't let you rest. It's a really good punt. And taken out of bounds right around the 9-yard line. So it's going to be deep territory again for the Texans started on the next drive. But most impressive from the Steelers so far in this game. But yes, having the win definitely did help. That made feeling getting up earlier a lot easier. So let's ask about the job, Andrew. Starting a new job tomorrow, is it? So from the 8-yard line, it's a play-action pass for Stroud. Sets up the quick pass for a 7-yard completion. That might be the last play of the first quarter as well. I was kidding about working there. So it's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. The Steelers lead a close battle, 3-0 so far. I had a feeling this game was going to be this type of game. It's going to be close. Not going to be many points scored in this one either. And it could come down to a field goal in the fourth quarter as well. But the Steelers lead 3-0. If you're watching over on Twitch, we have got an ad break incoming. If you want to avoid ads, all you need to do is hit that subscribe button, use an Amazon Prime Gaming subscription if you've got it, and you get no ads and access to all of our remotes. Appreciate you coming and sticking around. Go and say hi in the chat. Let us know who your NFL team is, who you want to win this game, who you think is going to win this game as well. So I'm actually going to be a dairy manager for Shaw's. It is what it is used to do before I worked in biotech manufacturing. It's good. Hope it goes well for you tomorrow, Andrew. Best of luck with that. Good store, says Brian. There's a Stop and Shop for over 30 years. We're back for the second quarter. The time of possession is almost identical. Not many first downs. Both defenses playing well so far in this one. We've had one turnover. And just a field goal separates them at the minute. So 2nd and 2 coming up for the Texans. So shotgun formation for Stroud. Snap back to him. He fumbles the ball off the snap, though. Throws downfield. Incomplete. Does well to make something out of nothing there and just get rid of the ball and avoid catastrophe. Hits his hands off the snap. He managed to scoop it up and quickly look downfield. Throw it before he gets hit. So 3rd and 2 now for the Texans. Shotgun formation again for Stroud. From the 15-yard line, snap back to Stroud, moves out to his left, throw, and caught by Kirk for the first down up to the 20-yard line. So Food Lion is here. I've seen them, my friends that live in NC now. Used to live in Massachusetts as well. So play action pass for Stroud. Thrown towards the right sideline. Incomplete. Too high for his intended target. Stop and Shop join P&C. They could be Stop and P. Hi, Shaving. Thanks for coming along. I'm good, thank you. Thought you were busy today. I know you're worried about being able to come in for the pick six, which I'll talk about in a second. We've got one person in play for the pick six winner. Thrown over the middle. And it's caught up to the 33-yard line. Nico Collins. My mother used to call them stop and shoplift. Yeah, the pick six competition, the final one of this season. We have one person in play, and they need the Texans to win, and they will win a $50 NFL shop voucher. It's Olivia Jane. Not Jane. Olivia Jane. It's called 5 out of 5 so far. Handoff up the middle. And a nice carry, 6 yards. But yes, if the Texans win, Olivia Jane will win the $50 NFL shop voucher. So fingers crossed for her. Are they related? Yes, they are. They are related. In fact, a single back formation. Handoff to Marks, who's tackled down right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 3rd and 4 coming up. It is the Flannery clan. You know your stuff. You know this stuff. Yeah, Olivia, in fact, is my fiance. And Jane is her mum. Paul is her dad. It's shotgun formation. Trips right. Snap back to Stroud. Third over the middle. Looks like it's caught for the first down by Schultz. Does he take it in? He does. Good catch. Good catch. So 1st and 10 for the Texans up at their own 46. A handoff up the middle again. A nice carry, 8 yards up the middle. He's going to take the ball into Steelers territory as well. It's Nick Chubb. So 2nd and 1. Got a single back formation. And a handoff again up the middle. It's Nick Chubb again, running the ball well. 6-yard run. And 1st down for the Texans. Putting a nice drive together. Just under 11 minutes left in this second quarter. Just a 3-0 scoreline so far. A Boswell field goal separates the two sides. Got a single back formation again. They're on the Steelers' 39-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Nice move again. Seems to be a Chubb drive. 6-yard run up the middle. Boston baked beans, soldier beans. So 2nd and 4 for the Texans. Should be in field goal range at this point. But having got this far down, they'll be wanting more. A single back formation from the Steelers' 33-yard line. 2nd and 4. It's a handoff up the right side to Marks. He gets a block. He's still going. And a huge run from Marks. 1st down Texans. And they're going to be into the red zone. And it gets inside the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the Steelers' 13-yard line. Hand off to Mark, straight up the middle, looks for blockers, gets some. And a 7-yard carry, nearly at the 5-yard line. We've got referee whistles. This marks us down. We've got an injury timeout for the Texans. You're seeing that so many times. That's where the concussions are coming from. As a player goes down and bangs the back of their head against the turf. So he's going to get evaluated for a concussion now. I said earlier on, big and potentially bad news for the Patriots. Christian Gonzalez left the game in the fourth quarter yesterday with a possible concussion. And it was confirmed earlier on that he is in concussion protocol now. And now faces a race against time to be ready to go, hopefully, on Sunday next week. That'll be a huge miss. Whoever they're playing, the Texans or the Steelers. I'm quite confident if they were playing the Texans, they'd have Gonzalez lined up with Nico Collins. If they were playing against the Steelers, it'd be up against DK Metcalf. They missed Gonzalez earlier in the season for a few games. Hopefully not going to be missing him on Sunday. It has with those concussions, it's not necessarily the helmet-to-helmet and the hits and the things that they're trying to take away in the game that causes the injuries, and they're trying to make the game safer. However, how can you stop that from happening? I don't know. The only way I feel like you can stop that from happening is somehow developing the helmet to make the helmet, take more, of the collision. I don't know. I'm sure there are people looking into that. But that seems to be where the concussions are coming from now. Not necessarily the helmet-to-helmets and the hits, but those bangs as they get tackled down and clash with the turf. But this will be a big miss if Marks has to leave the game. He is in the medical tent. He'll be getting evaluated for a concussion. 2nd and 3 for the Texans from the Steelers' 6-yard line. Snap back to Stroud. It's a fake toss left. Comes to his right. Hits Kirk. It's a touchdown. The first touchdown of the game. Christian Kirk. Texans take the lead.
Touchdown!
And we're going to be a 6-3 game pending the extra points. Nice play design. It was a fake toss to the left. I came back to his right in a wide open Kirk. It was just about whether he could get into the end zone, break one tackle. Not the best throw from Stroud. It was slightly behind Kirk. But Kirk makes the defender miss. And here comes the extra point attempt from the left hash, which is good. The Texans lead 7-3 over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Important if you do get that far down the field that you do punch it in for a touchdown. I don't think we're going to have too many touchdowns in this game. So we've got just under 8.5 minutes left in this second quarter. Texans up by 4. There's touchdown. Not much resistance on that one. It's all about whether the Steelers defender could make the tackle on Kirk. He couldn't. So the Texans lead. So I know there's been a couple of you that's been with us for every playoff game this weekend, which I appreciate your commitment. Let us know which has been, in your opinion, the best wild card game this weekend. I'll have a think through myself and give my opinion. Not necessarily the best in terms of results. That'll obviously be the Patriots, but which has been the most entertaining game out of the wildcard games. You had the Rams and Panthers, the Packers and Bears. Then we had on Sunday the Bills and Jaguars, followed by the 49ers and Eagles. And then finally last night, the Chargers and the Patriots. So let us know, which do you think has been the most entertaining game so far in the playoffs? So, Andy said, I bought an Uno's pizza from the store, had 6 slices and ready to burst. What kind of pizza was it? What kind of pizza was it, Andrew? And here comes the age-old question. I'm sure you've been asked this once or twice. Does pineapple belong on a pizza? Always creates a debate, that one as well. So the Texans are lined up ready to kick it back to the Steelers. And the kick is up. Returnable from the 13-yard line. And a very decent return. Takes the ball up to around the 36 or 37-yard line. So that's where Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers offense will start the next drive. Haven't seen them in a while. That was a long drive from the Texans, who started inside their own 10 on that touchdown drive. So it's Uno's cheese was the pizza. Pineapple with bacon and ham is good. I like pineapple on a pizza. Nobody in the family does, but so they look at me like I'm weird. But play action pass for Aaron Rodgers sets up the screen. It's completed, but stuffed out for a 2-yard loss, setting up the screen to Jonnu Smith. So Brian has said the most entertaining game in the playoffs so far, in Brian's opinion, was the Rams and Panthers. Single back formation. Play action pass. Rodgers under pressure. Throws the ball into the ground. And there is a flag. Sure, that's intentional grounding. There's nobody there. There is intentional grounding. The Hunter that came bursting through. And Rodgers had nowhere to go. Tried to throw the ball away, but there was nobody in the vicinity was where he threw it. There was just offensive linemen out there. So 3rd and 21 for the Steelers. Empty backfield for the Steelers on 3rd and 21. With the ball on their own 27-yard line. Snap back to Rodgers. Quick pass over the middle to Gainwell. Breaks one tackle, but tackle down around the 37. It's going to be a Steelers punt. So Andrew said, good choice, because Panthers weren't expected to score so much. No, that's a chance to win that game, incredibly. So Andrew's going for the Bears comeback was the best, down 21-3 at the half. It was 21-6 going into the fourth quarter as well. So a great comeback by them. The punt is up. Takes a nice bounce for the Steelers. And eventually stops around the 19-yard line. The Texans will be starting from just inside their own 20. So what's my opinion for the most entertaining game so far in the playoffs? Well, it definitely was not the Eagles and 49ers game. That was a hard slog. That middle game yesterday, that was a hard slog. In the second and third quarter, nothing really happened. Came to life a little bit in the fourth quarter, but that was a hard slog. I'm glad the Patriots were playing in the late game yesterday because I was able to pick myself back up because that was a hard watch. So most entertaining game. It's tough. It's got to be one of the first three. So the Rams and Panthers, for the point that the Rams almost pulled off the shock. Then you had the big comeback from the Bears against the Packers. But then the Bills and Jaguars. I'm going to say the Bills and Jaguars. I thought it was going to be the game of the week, and it lived up to that. 27-24, real close matchup again between two of the best quarterbacks from this season in Lawrence and Allen. So I'm going to say that one. In terms of entertainment throughout the entire game, I'm going to say the Bills-Jaguars was first, in my opinion. Second, the Rams-Panthers. Third, the Bears and Packers. The Bears and Packers game only really came to life in that fourth quarter. Then the Patriots and Chargers. And then finally the 49ers and Eagles game. So that's my ranking. So let us know if you're watching over on Twitch. Let us know if you've watched all of the playoff games. Let us know which game you found the most entertaining. We've been treated to some good games in Wildcard Weekend. Looking forward to next week. The 8 best teams remaining in the NFL in divisional round. So we go 1st and 10 for the Texans from their own 19-yard line. Just under 7 minutes left in the second quarter. It's a handoff up the middle. And it's 2 marks as well. 4-yard carry up the middle. So must have cleared the concussion protocol, which is good for the Texans. Good news for them. So 2nd and 6 for their own 23-yard line. Snap back to Stroud. He fumbles the ball off the snap, starts scrambling around. The ball comes out. And was his arm going forward? I'm not sure. Stroud made a mess of that one. The second time he's botched a snap from the shotgun. Scooped it up, started scrambling around in the pocket. Then the ball got hit as his arm was coming. Let's have a look. No, that's a fumble. That is a fumble. And another mistake by Stroud. In terms of Texans fans. And this is why I don't, in terms of the two offenses, I don't mind who the Patriots play. CJ Stroud doesn't scare me. But two solid defenses in the Steelers and Texans. The Steelers on the Texans' 21-yard line. Toss play right. And Gainwell gets tackled 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, did they not take the field goal and lose by 3 points yet? It all went back to what we said, didn't we, earlier in that game? On that 4th and 2. In a game that's going to be close. It's going to be a one-score game, most likely. And the Jaguars went for it, didn't they? When we all said they should kick the field goal. Lost by 3 in the end. And we got fumble. Snap back to Rodgers. Throws the ball out to Gainwell. And the Texans' defense flying around. It's another 2-yard loss on the play, and the Steelers going in the wrong direction. Shout out to 2023 Cowboy, Backend Callie, and Red Barons. Thanks for hitting the follow button over on Twitch. Appreciate you coming and joining. Let us know who your NFL teams are. Come and say hi in the chat. Got a shotgun formation for Rodgers. Trips right formation. Now an empty backfield. Snap back to him. Throws the ball to Gainwell. A defender slips. And it means that Gainwell is able to get 12 of the yards back. A big decision for the Steelers coming up on a 4th and 2. Happy Monday, Jolene, and a huge thank you. I didn't get to thank you on the stream yesterday because you snuck it in there after we'd just about to close the stream down and I'd left. But thank you very much for hitting the join button over on YouTube and becoming a member of the NFL UK Ops community. Thank you for your support. Another one of our OGs that were here from the beginning a couple of years ago, so appreciate you. So happy Monday to you. On 4th and 2, they go for it. It's completed. It's a first down to the Steelers. They needed 2. They got 3. It's going to be 1st and goal. May MVP. At least in our hearts, he is. I just don't think they're going to give it to him. He got 2nd team All-Pro, didn't he? They gave it to Stafford, 1st team All-Pro. And to be fair to Stafford, if you throw 46 touchdowns in a season, you expect to win MVP, really. Although 18 of those were 5 yards or less inside the 5-yard line. It's a single back formation. It's a handoff to Warren. And just a 1-yard carry takes the ball to the 8-yard line. High back end. My favourite team is Houston Texans. Well, a good start from him in this one. Although Stroud looks a little shaky. He's botched 2 snaps, thrown an interception and fumbled it. Needs to settle himself down. So, Jolene, I can't cheer for the Steelers. I say I don't mind who wins this one, to be fair. I don't mind who wins. None of the offenses scare me. Both have got good defenses. Snap to Rodgers, scrambling around, lofted towards the back of the end zone. Incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and goal. So I'd take the Super Bowl over MVP. Absolutely. 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 Take it. We've got a flag. An eligible man downfield. They decline the penalty, though. Hey, Kyrene. Thanks for coming and join us. Packers fan here. Oh. Sad times. Sad times. I don't know if you watch YouTube. You watch Tom Grossi. Huge Packers fan over on YouTube. But yeah, it was sad for him to see him do the play-by-play. He was in that 4th quarter. Shotgun formation, step back to Aaron Rodgers. Still scrambling around. It looks like he's going to go down on the sack. Can't get rid of the ball, and the Texans' defensive line came crushing in. It's going to be 4th and goal, and the Steelers are going to have to take the field goal attempt. So I'm at work beside stop and say hi. Appreciate you shaving for coming in. Hopefully you can join us next week for the divisional round matchups. So, yeah, very sad. But, hey, it is what it is. I'm a small streamer as well. Love football, just coming to support. I appreciate you coming along. Do you stream just on Kick, or do you stream across YouTube and Twitch as well? Is it? Do you stream NFL stuff, or are you talking about gaming streaming? So the best game to me so far was the Bears and Packers. It was I don't know if you're just trying to ignite Kareem there, but it was a good in the fourth quarter. The Bears couldn't get much going for 3 quarters of that game, and it looked for all intents and purposes that the Packers are going to go and win that comfortably. But the Bears can't ever count them out this season. They've done it more than once, come back late. They did it to the Packers in the regular season where they recovered the onside kick and then won that game. They came back from 15 points down in the wildcard weekend in the fourth quarter. So it should be a good game next week. That's an exciting one, the Rams and the Bears. That should be a good one. I'm looking forward to that. I'm picking the Rams in it, but that should be a good one. So just on Kick, I do games and talk football here and there. Yeah, the Bears game upset me. Ain't even Jordan Love's fault. No, he played well. He just fell apart in that fourth quarter. Caleb Williams played well in that fourth quarter. But great games. I'm not sure how the games next week in the divisional round are going to live up to that, but we've got some really good matchups next week as well. I think we've got part of the schedule out. We don't know the exact timings as of yet. But on Saturday, we've got the Seahawks hosting the 49ers NFC West rematch. And then we've got the Bills traveling to the Broncos. Another really good game. Looking forward to that one. Even though I'm a Patriots fan, I do like watching the Bills. They're just an entertaining team to watch. Josh Allen, entertaining quarterback to watch. So it should be a good one. And then on the Sunday, we've got the Rams versus the Bears, which should be a good one as well. And then the Patriots will be hosting either the Houston Texans or the Pittsburgh Steelers, whoever comes out on top in this one. So a 35-yard field goal attempt for Boswell, who has not missed in the postseason. And he's still not missed in the postseason. He's 19 of 19. And we've got a 1-point ball game. Yeah, but enough about the Packers, you favourites. Yeah, so we are Patriots fans. So enjoyed last night. I was hoping that I wasn't going to be like Tom Grossi come Sunday night football with the Patriots losing, but they didn't. They put on a defensive masterclass, and even though there were some slip-ups on offense, the defense absolutely stifled that Chargers offense. Justin Herbert couldn't do much with it. And so it was a 16-3 win for the Pats. So my name is Brian, is in the life of Brian. Is that a story of your life, Brian? Always look on the bright side. So hell yeah, Patriots doing awesome. Definitely rooted for them and the Rams. Well, that'd be a good rematch. There's a possibility, isn't there, that we could get a Super Bowl rematch from years past. The last time the Patriots were in the Super Bowl, they had that defensive battle against the Rams. 13-3 it finished to the Patriots in the end. And the last time they won the Super Bowl, before that one as well, they beat the Seahawks. No, that's the first time with the Malcolm Butler interception. It's a kickoff and returns to the 20-yard line. So, yes, it could be a Patriots-Seahawks Super Bowl. It could be a Patriots-Rams Super Bowl. But I'm still picking the Bills. I just think the Bills are going to make it. It seems written in the stars. There's no Mahomes, Burrow, and no Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. It's a handoff on first down to Marks. Then a 3-yard carry up the middle. So it just seems that the Bills, this is their year. I think the Bills get to the Super Bowl. That's my prediction. But I don't think they win it. I think an NFC team is going to win the Super Bowl this year. And it could be any of the 4, really. I just think they're stronger. I think they are complete teams on the NFC side of the ball, defense and on offense. Got 2nd and 6, snap back to CJ Stroud. Thrown, caught by Christian Kirk. Had the touchdown earlier on. And he's going to be 1 yard short of the line to gain. And the Texans take their first timeout, second timeout. No, the Steelers take their first timeout, rather. 3rd and 1, trying to save some time. So Martian saying the Bills are going to choke against the Broncos. I don't know. Broncos, really good defense. But I'm not sure I trust that offense. And if it becomes a battle of the offenses, I'm backing Josh Allen over Bo Nix. Should be a great atmosphere at the Mile High. I just think the Bills do it. I just think the Bills do it. Right, so it's trying to set up a sneak. And eventually forces the ball forward for 4 yards. It was Stover that got under center and got pushed from behind 4 yards. The clock continues to run. We're at 48 seconds. Snap back to Stroud. Thrown over the middle. It's caught by Stover up to the 38-yard line. And the Texans take their second timeout with 41 seconds left. So think about this. 3 of the 4 NFC teams have been opponents for the Pats in the Super Bowl. The only NFC team currently still in it, the Pats haven't faced in the Super Bowl, is the 49ers. Well, we shall see. So you talk about a potential matchup with the 49ers. That's going to be a great game. 49ers, Seahawks, 2 teams that know each other very well and had some good matchups earlier in the season. Both teams won one of those matchups. And I imagine there's going to be another NFC West matchup in the Super Bowl, in the championship game as well. I think the Rams beat the Bears. And then it's the winner of the Seahawks and 49ers. I'm going with the Seahawks in that one. That should be a great game. So just got just around 40 seconds left in this second quarter. Texans with the ball up at their own 38-yard line, trying to get into scoring range, potentially kick a field goal. It is the Texans that do get the ball to start the second half as well. So an opportunity for that double possession and double score, either side of halftime.
Certain things that you hold on to so it can continue to motivate you.
Why not? I'll blow that one through. So I forgot about the Seahawks too. They're doing good, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't think Sam Darnold is going to pull through. That's the thing. And that's why I picked the Bills to beat the Jaguars, because what I try and look at, yes, defense wins championships. And so That is a key factor, but I also look at the quarterback position. Which quarterback do I trust more in the game? And so it's Brock Purdy against Sam Darnold. Could go either way. But if it ends up being Sam Darnold versus Matt Stafford, we will see how that one works out at the end. I think Darnold has thrown 6 interceptions against the Rams this season. Snap back to Stroud. Thrown deep over the middle. And what a great hit. A great hit. The receiver went up to catch it deep downfield. He had it, but then a great hit knocks the ball away. He got a hand to the face there, CJ Stroud as well. So we've got 3rd and 5 coming up. 35 seconds left on the clock, and we've got an injured Steelers player. He's walking off to the side. It's a great hit to knock the ball out. But then got hit by his own player coming across. So 3rd and 5 for the Texans. Trips left formation out the shotgun. They're on their own 38-yard line. Snap back to Stroud. Thrown over the middle. It's caught by Kirk. And tackled at the 45-yard line. 1st down Texans. 28 seconds left. And they take their final timeout. So see what the Texans can do. 28 seconds, no timeouts remaining. Try and get it into kicking range for Fairbairn. And try and make this a 10-6 game before the half as well. He's 35 of 35 inside the 50-yard line this season. So if they can get it in that range, it's been very accurate. It's an empty backfield for Stroud. Snap back to him. Time to throw. Oh, he had a wide open receiver, Nico Collins. Oh, and who knows how far that would have gone. Let's have a look. We've got a good angle on this one now. Managed to come through the pocket. Have plenty of time. Oh, wow. Had he hit Nico Collins there, he would have comfortably got down to at least the 20-yard line. At least. And Stroud not having the best game today. So 22 seconds now. 2nd and 10. Snap back to Stroud. Looking to pass. Throws towards the left sideline. Oh, what a hit. And the ball came out. They're going to say it's an incomplete. Receiver went up to catch it and got absolutely hammered. And the ball came out. Great hit. Thrown out to Marks. Oh, and Marks, who've already been evaluated for concussion, gets slammed back into the ground on this play as well. Great hit. So 3rd and 10. 18 seconds left. They're on their own 45-yard line. Snap back to Stroud. Steelers send pressure. Stroud in the pocket. He throws it to Schultz, but he's going to be 5 or 6 yards short of the line to gain. So a decision to make now. This would be something like a 67-yarder. I don't think Fairbairn's got that long a leg, so I think the Texans are going to have to punt. Disappointing for them to not add some points before the half, but they still lead by 1. So in punt formation. Snap back to Townsend, who punts. The ball takes a bounce at the 10 and eventually downed at the 8-yard line. And I think they're going to let the clock run all the way down to halftime with the Texans leading a close battle just by a point, 7-6. Both defenses playing well. CJ Stroud looks a bit wobbly. It has to be said. It has to be said. I just thought I'd take a short break for the half as well. Just a quick bit of self-promotion. We have now got memberships live over on YouTube. So you can become an NFL UK Ops member, show the support for the channel. We have 3 tiers available. We've got our Pro Bowler tier. We had Jolene join us yesterday as a member. Appreciate you. You get custom emojis, loyalty badges, members-only live chats, members-only polls, member shout-outs, priority reply to comments. Our Tier 2 membership, you get all the perks from the Pro Bowler tier, plus a personalised welcome graphic. When you come into our live streams, you can pick the theme, the team, the music for your entrance. Members-only shorts, you get entry into our Dynasty Fantasy League, which we'll be running next year. Excited about running that and keeping a tabs on that throughout next season. There's 11 spots available for that. And, of course, a discount on our merchandise from our store. And finally, the Tier 3 Hall of Famer. You get all the perks from the previous 2 tiers, plus members-only live streams, catch-ups, virtual meetups, early access to our new videos over on YouTube, priority game video and emote suggestions, and also eligible to be a channel moderator. So if you want to show your support over on YouTube, you become a YouTube member by clicking the join or hitting the join button below. I'll put the link to that in the chats as well. So you can click that link, have a look at the tiers, and you can show your support. All the money I was talking about yesterday, all the money that we do make through doing our channel content, we're putting towards a sports trip to America, so we get to see the New England Patriots at Gillette Stadium and also taking some other sports while we're there as well. So I appreciate everyone helping us to reach that goal. So that's YouTube covered. If you fancy helping us out over on Twitch, you can hit that subscribe button. If you've got an Amazon Gaming subscription, you can hit that subscribe button for free. It also means you get access to all of our emotes and, of course, ad-free viewing over on Twitch as well. If you can also subscribe to Tier 1, Tier 2, or Tier 3 subscriber over on Twitch as well. And all money that we do get from Twitch, YouTube, Kick, is going towards funding our sports trip to America, which we will document as well, because that'll produce some good content for YouTube as well. But looking at having the opportunity to see the Patriots at Gillette Stadium, that's a bucket list thing. And then see some more other sports while we're over in Boston as well. So we're just going to take a short break for the half. Appreciate you coming along, Brian. And I'm not sure who you do want to win in this one, but hopefully you could join us for next week for the divisional games. I'm just going to take a short break, and we're back in 5 to 10 minutes for the second half. Hello, NFL fans. We're back for the second half of the Houston Texans versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. We've got a close battle, a defensive battle, just a 1-point game at the minute. And it's going to be the Steelers kicking back to the Texans to start the second half. And we'll see if we do get some more offense and more points in the second half. We've got the kickoff, returnable from the 5 and taken out of bounds right around the 25-yard line. And here we go with the Texans back out on offense. Got to be said, if you've watched that first half, Stroud looks a bit shaky. Looks a bit shaky in this one. That month of 20, all Steelers better win for real. We will see. Are you Steelers fan that month? Thank you for coming and joining us over on Twitch. Still awake? Appreciate you, Andrew. Still awake, so am I. Just about. It's a play action pass for Stroud. Boots out to his left, those downfield. It's caught. And a 15-yard completion to start the second half of the Texans. So just before half-time, Shavin said, what are your streaming plans in the NFL off-season? Well, we're going to potentially have a look at doing the UFL. We did it a couple of years ago. And so possibly going to do some coverage of that. I don't know if people in here watch that. You have to let us know, but we're possibly going to do some UFL. So handoff up the middle. And a really big gain takes the ball into Steelers territory, down to around the Steelers 45-yard line. Play action pass for Stroud, throws downfield, it's caught for another first down, and the Texans are rolling. They're rolling in this second half, already into field goal range. But yeah, we're going to do some content on YouTube around the UFL 2026, and then potentially looking at live streaming a game every week during that season as well. Enjoyed it a couple of years ago when we watched it. I picked the St. Louis Battlehawks as my team, and they are one of the teams still going as well in the UFL. Schedule is released for that in just up on their website now. The schedule is released in that in 9 days' time. And the teams that are going to be in it in 2026, you've got the Birmingham Stallions, Columbus Aviators, Dallas Renegades, DC Defenders, Houston Gamblers, Louisville Kings, Orlando Storm, and St. Louis Battlehawks. So if you still need your American football fix, come and join us for that. Usually starts around March time. Yes, it's going to be running from Sunday the 1st of March through to the 16th of May, Saturday 16th of May. So if you fancy still getting your football fix, we'll be live streaming a game every weekend of that season. So come and join us. We'll live stream on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, like we have with the NFL. So that's the plan, Shavin, to answer your question about the off-season plans. Trying to obviously produce some more content for YouTube as well. We'll be definitely live streaming the NFL draft first rounds as well. So that's we'll be live streaming then. We might do the honors, the NFL honors, which I think is the 5th of February, I think. So we might live stream that. I know that's not before the end of the season, but we might live stream that. We'll be doing the drafts in April for the first round. Now it goes quiet, doesn't it, in the NFL, really? Until we get to August in the preseason. The Texans up to the Steelers 31-yard line. 1st and 10. It's a handoff to Marks. Another big gain. 9-yard carry straight up the middle. And this Texans offense are rolling to start this second half. Defense of the Steelers are struggling. So 2nd and 1 from the Steelers' 22-yard line. Another handoff up the middle to Marks. And gets the first down. And the Texans keep this drive going. That's interesting, isn't it? If the Texans win, it'll be the same seeds on the NFC side and the AFC side. The handoff up the right side gains 3 yards and the ball's into the red zone. That is interesting. In the AFC, if I'll start with the NFC, it'll be the 2nd seed Bears against the 5th seed Rams and the 1 seed Seahawks against the 6th seed 49ers, and the same on the AFC side. Broncos 1st seed against the 6th seed Bills. And if the Texans won this one, it'd be the 2nd seed Patriots against the 5th seed Texans. Snap back to Stroud. Thrown, caught. And a 3-yard completion. It's going to set up a 3rd down. So can the Steelers play bend but not break football and keep the Texans out of the end zone? So 3rd and 4. Around 10.5 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Big play coming up, this one. Stroud in the shotgun. Snap back to him. Under pressure, scrambling around in the pocket. And he's thrown an interception. I'm telling you, Stroud is having a nightmare of a game in this one. He looks all over the place. If you think about that famous quote from Sam Darnold with his time with the Jets when he played the Patriots and he's seeing ghosts, it feels like that's what Stroud is seeing today. That's his 2nd interception and his fumbled one as well. Wow. We've got the Steelers back with the ball. Their defense has turned the ball over, taken away the ball from the Texans 3 times now. They did this to the Patriots early in the year. Their offense didn't play particularly well for the Steelers, but they forced 5 turnovers of the New England Patriots and ended up winning that one in a close one in week 3. Doing the same to the Texans. So who intercepted which player? It was Eccles. Kaylee, thank you very much for joining us. Let us know who your NFL team is. But it was Eccles for the Steelers secondary that got the interception. I don't know what's happened to Stroud. But again, I was talking earlier about key contributing factors to how I make my picks in the predictions is, yeah, you look at the defenses. We've got solid defenses left in the playoffs now. Whichever team, that we've got playing next week in the divisional round, all 8 teams have got solid defenses. Then I look at the quarterback position. Who do I trust? And, you probably would trust Rodgers over Stroud, especially with how Stroud's playing at the minute. Not having the best game. That's his personal 3rd turnover, 2 interceptions and 1 fumble. Not good. So just a game break But when we come back, it's going to be the Steelers with the ball. Oh, why did he throw it to Chubb in the flat? 1st and 10 for the Steelers, though. For their own 4-yard line, it's a handoff straight up the middle. And a good push on 1st down. A 6 or 7 yard carry straight up the middle. So 2nd and 3. Single back formation. Aaron Rodgers under center. It's a handoff again straight up the middle to Warren. And it's close to a 1st down. See where the referees mark it. Looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. The Steelers keep this drive going. So 9 minutes left of this 3rd quarter. Shotgun formation for Aaron Rodgers. And we've got a flag. I think we've got a false start against the offense. Jonnu Smith. Going to set up a 1st and 15 now for the Steelers. So trips right formation. Aaron Rodgers under center. Quick fire out on the wide receiver screen, but the Texans are all over it. And barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. I could have called that play before they snapped the ball. You could tell Rodgers was going to try and throw it quick, but just didn't get the blocking on the screen. It's going to be a 2nd and 15 coming up for the Steelers. Deep in their own territory now as well. Shotgun formation for Rodgers. Takes a snap, looking to pass. Under pressure, throws. And caught at the 15-yard line. Still going to be 3rd and long. It's a good hit from Petrie. So 3rd and 9 for the Steelers. Can they convert, keep this drive going? Empty backfield for Rodgers. Snap back to him. Thrown over the middle. It's caught. 1st down. Steelers up to their own 27-yard line. So clock ticking, under 7 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. And Valdez Scantling with the catch to give the Steelers a 1st down. A single back formation from the 29-yard line. The handoff up the middle to Gainwell. And was looking for blocking in a gap. Didn't find one and ended up losing a yard. 2, in fact. Spread formation. Empty backfield. Snap back to Rodgers. Pump fakes. Scrambles out to his right. Throws downfield. It's incomplete. Does well to avoid the sack. And this Houston Texans defense hustling and hassling Aaron Rodgers. Breaks out the sack from Hunter. Hunter and Anderson causing all the problems for the Steelers' offensive line. So 3rd and 12. Snap back to Rodgers. Deep drop. Thrown deep down the left sideline. Incomplete. And are they going to get a flag? They want one. They're not going to get the flag. Let's see if it should have been. No, I wouldn't have thrown the flag either. There was not. No, it's too far out in front as well. Good no call. And here comes the Steelers punt. Punt is up. Returnable from the 18-yard line. And tackled down at the 30-yard line. And that's where the Texans are going to start on their next drive. And CJ Stroud needs to figure something out. Given the ball away 3 times in this game so far. Can't afford to do it again. You're not going to win too many games giving the ball away that many times. The Patriots will tell you that. Got to protect the ball.
What does it take to win? Training is the end. Winning is all about instincts and the power to move. When crypto, that big
Nobody talks to me anymore. All right, good. That's all I need. An enthusiastic
Hi, Gremlini with the We Are Texans emote in the chat over on Twitch. Like, even though they're not putting the points on the board, the defense is playing well. You can see this end up going into the 4th quarter. And I think the Texans will eventually find and figure something out to get into the end zone. Close to feeling like the Patriots and Chargers game yesterday. Very, very close. Just takes a touchdown to start pulling away. And I think the Texans will do that in the 4th quarter. It's just funny watching Aaron Rodgers moan on the sideline. I'm definitely not Rodgers' biggest fan. I never have been. Got 1st and 10. Single back formation for the Texans. Play action pass completes and dives forward for a 5-yard completion for the Texans. So the play with Steelers plus 9.5 and under 44.5. Let's go. The Three Amigos. It's, well, if you've got money on that, it's looking very likely at the moment. I said both these two teams weren't scoring more than the low 20s. It's going that way at the moment. It's a handoff on first down, a 2-yard carry, but we have got a flag. We'll see who this one goes against. It's illegal motion. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Texans on offense. Thank you for the follow. Follow Three Amigos over on Twitch. Appreciate you. Let us know who your NFL team is, of course. So, shotgun formation, snap back to Stroud, scrambling around in the pocket and taken down close to the line of scrimmage. It might even be a sack. It will go down as a sack on the plate. Just struggling, Stroud. Really struggling in there. Trips left formation out the shotgun for Stroud this time. Snap back to him. Thrown towards the right sideline. Receiver slipped on the break. It goes out of bounds. 4th and 10 coming up. And another Texans punt. Just trading punts at the moment. And the punt is up. And returnable from the 10-yard line. And tackled down right around the 24-yard line. Return from Austin. And Rodgers comes back out again. Just a point behind. And will the Steelers finally be able to put a drive together that gets them at least into field goal range? Boswell not missed a field goal in the postseason. In his career, he's 19 of 19. So if you can get it, into his range, should be enough to give the Steelers the lead. Got to get it there, though, first. So if you're with us, let us know in the chat, who do you see winning this game? Do you think it's going to be the Texans or the Steelers? I'm still sticking with the Texans. I think the Texans will get the job done in the end. But it's going to go into the fourth quarter as a one-score game, like many of the wildcard round games have. And so close. The finishes, of course, as well. Rams beat the Panthers 34-31, a 3-point game. The Bears beat the Packers 31-27, a 4-point game. The Bills beat the Jaguars 27-24, a 3-point game. The 49ers beat the Eagles 23-19, a 4-point game. Only the Patriots' victory over the Chargers was by more than one score, 16-3. So a low-scoring one. I've got a 7-6 ball game here, so really tight games in the wildcard rounds, and this one is doing exactly the same. So Andrew said Steelers find a way to win these ugly games. We'll see. It's Stroud that worries me. It's Stroud that looks completely uncomfortable in the pocket, not keeping his eyes downfield, and just starts scrambling around. And that's where mistakes start to happen. We've got just under 4 minutes left in this third quarter. We've got the Steelers with the ball back again, up at their own 24-yard line. Single back formation. Rodgers under center. Snap back to it. It's a play action pass. Lofted downfield. It's caught up to the 45-yard line. And it's Adam Thielen, the veteran. Nice route from Thielen. So 1st and 10 Steelers. Shotgun formation. Snap back to Rodgers. Play action pass. And it's completed to Smith, but it's going to be a 1-yard loss on the play. Well snuffed out by this Texans defense. So 2nd and 11 coming up. 2 minutes left on the clock in the third quarter. Shotgun formation for the Steelers. Snap back to Rodgers. Pressure coming in and thrown low and into the ground at a receiver's feet. It's going to be an incomplete and a 3rd and long coming up now. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left on the clock in this third quarter. And just when the Steelers look like they're going to get something going, the Texans defense shut it down. So 3rd and 11. Trips right formation. Snap back to Rodgers. And the ball gets hit out. It's a fumble. And fortunately, recovered by the Steelers. It was Hunter that got in there. It was a clear fumble. Rodgers' arm was back. And fortunately for the Steelers, they recover it. They are going to have to punt on 4th and 25, but it could have been a lot worse. And the punt is up. Returnable from the 14-yard line. And steps out of bounds around the 22-yard line. And it's going to be the Texans back with the ball again. And still, the scoreline is 7-6 to the Texans. So not exactly lighting up the scoreboard in this one. We've had no points in this third quarter. And unless we get a huge play on this next drive, it looks like we're going to have a scoreless third quarter. 7-6. Seems like they wanted to match the Patriots and Chargers game from yesterday. There was only 12 points by the end of the third quarter in that one. We're currently at 13 points in this game so far.
That's no cheat code, baby. That's just you. Hey, it's a mirror. Here's an NFL game. What play calls, no game. Yeah. It's not fantasy. It's facts. You know what? Oh, let's get it. Now you look crazy. Madden NFL 26. Built from real NFL data, built from Sunday.
So again, CJ Stroud will be coming out with a chance to extend the Texans' lead. They're going to have to drive down the field. They're going to be inside their own 25-yard line. And just needs to calm down. Not keeping his eyes downfield and just scrambling around in the pocket. Turned the ball over 3 times already in the game, CJ Stroud. And we're back. 1 minute, 29 seconds left in this third quarter. So it is Thursday, the 5th of February, the NFL Honors Awards. Might live stream that one, so hopefully you can come and join us for that. It's a single back formation. Snap back to Stroud. It's a play action pass thrown over the middle. Incomplete. Looking for Nico Collins, who has remained down. Joey Porter Jr. on him. Oh, it's another one. It's another one, Andrew. And I know we were talking about it earlier. And he went straight to holding his head as well. That's going to be another one that's going to have to get checked out for concussion. And that would be a huge miss for this Texans offense. Oof. Didn't look pretty. Head went straight down into the ground. So 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball gets snapped and CJ Stroud fumbles it. Unfortunately gets back on it. He wasn't ready for the snap. That's the 3rd time in this game they have messed up a snap from the shotgun. Wow. They get away with one, but it's a 3rd and 15 coming up now. Trips left formation. Snap back to Stroud. Deep drop. Time to throw. Throws deep down the right. And it's Kirk with the catch. And takes the ball inside the Steelers' 40-yard line. The big throw and catch. And it's Kirk who had the touchdown earlier on in the game. Puts the Texans into Steelers territory. Finally got some good protection. Stroud in there. And able to hit Christian Kirk for the first down. And that's going to be the last play of the third quarter as well, with the Texans still leading 7-6 in this one. You still feel it's going to be a couple of twists and turns as we approach the end of this game. Remember, the winner of this one will be traveling to take on the New England Patriots for a chance to play in the AFC Championship game the following week. That game next week between the Patriots and the winner of this one will be played on Sunday. We don't know the time as of yet. We do know that it's going to be the Seahawks hosting the 49ers and the Broncos at home to the Bills on Saturday next week. And then we've got the Bears at home against the LA Rams and the Patriots hosting either the Steelers or Texans, and they will be the 2 Sunday games next week. So we'll find out, hopefully as soon as this game finishes, what the decision is and who is playing when. But make sure you join us next week. We're going to be live streaming every playoff game this season. We had a huge stream yesterday of 10.5 hours to cover those 3 games yesterday. So we're going to have a doubleheader Saturday and a doubleheader on Sunday in the divisional rounds. The best 8 teams remaining in the NFL, all fighting for a chance to play in the championship game, with the reward of that game being a trip to the Super Bowl 60, being played at Levi's Stadium, San Francisco. So could it feel like a home game for the 49ers if they were to make it there? If they are to make it there, the 49ers are going to have to do it the hard way. They're going to have to play away from home all the way. So we will see. So the fourth quarter just about to begin. The Texans with the ball at the Steelers' 36-yard line. Single back formation. It's a handoff up the middle to Marks. And a 3-yard carry, but we do have a flag. And it's going to be holding against the offense. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty. Not the way the Texans want to start this fourth quarter. So 1st and 20. Snap back to Stroud. It's a handoff to Marks. Takes the ball back inside the 40-yard line up to around the 38. And Nico Collins is going off on the carts back to the locker room. He is still holding his head at the front. It looks like a concussion, that one. Which wouldn't that be interesting that if the Texans didn't get to the divisional round? So if they did get there, I'll talk in a minute. Snap back to Stroud. It's completed to Kirk. And an 8-yard completion is going to set up around a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. But yeah, wouldn't that be interesting that if the Texans did win today and Collins was in the concussion protocol, the Patriots' best corner, Christian Gonzalez, is also in concussion protocol now as well. So the best receiver and the best corner may not actually both be playing next week in that matchup. They would surely see each other if they were playing, both of them. So 3rd and 6, snap back to Stroud. Thrown. And incomplete. 4th and 6 coming up. Yeah, hopefully Gonzalez clears it. I hope so. That'd be a huge miss. Just take away a receiver. Fairbairn, 51-yard attempt coming from the left hash. The kick is up. It looks good. 10-6 ball game, which means the Steelers would need a touchdown on their next drive to to take the lead now. A field goal is no good. The Texans lead 10-6. And Aaron Rodgers back with the ball. We're obviously going to be waiting to see if the Steelers did lose today. Is this Aaron Rodgers' final game in the NFL? Will he retire? Or will he come back for one more season after this one? We've got 13 minutes remaining in this one. And the Texans lead 10-6. Defensive battle. The Texans have had a lot of mistakes as well. They've given the ball away 3 times. But they lead 10-6.
And I got a call to represent the Rams. Not with pads and a helmet, but in a Fortnite tournament at the end of the season. To get there, I've got to survive a full day of training with one of the best to ever do it. 3-time Pro Bowler and a Rams legend, Todd Gurley.
You want to learn how to play chess? Contact me.
Don't do that.
Todd Gurley.
Today, he's taking me through what it really means to live like a Ram.
Ready for the real deal?
I'm ready.
Come on. My job is to get you the ball. Your job is to catch it.
So we're still thinking Steelers, Andrew. You still think the Steelers win this close one? I say I'm backing the Texans myself. So do they have enough to get the touchdown against this D? He's got to get Metcalf involved somehow. Got him involved early in that first quarter, in the first half. Haven't seen much of him since. But we've got to find a way to get him the ball. I don't think they've got enough. I don't think the Steelers offense has got enough to come and win this game. You know, next week, if the Patriots are playing against the Texans, Will Campbell is going to have his hands full at the left tackle position. He's going to be going up against Hunter and Anderson. Didn't have his best game yesterday, Will Campbell. Got shoved back into Drake May a few times. Here comes the kickoff from Fairbairn. It's into the air. Returnable from the 7-yard line. And taken up to the 32-yard line. And what can the Steelers produce on this next drive? Wow. Some great stats on there. 12 lead changes in the fourth quarter. 4 game-winning touchdown drives in the fourth quarter. In the final 3 minutes as well. Just the Patriots and Chargers wasn't like that. Fortunately, as a Patriots fan. It's now back to Rodgers, a handoff to Gainwell on the misdirection. And it's a first down for the Steelers. Nice way to start the drive. Shotgun formation. Aaron Rodgers, 12 and a half minutes left in this game. Down by 4. They're up at their own 45-yard line. Snap back to Rodgers. Looking to pass. Throws deep down the left sideline. And nearly caught. There's no way that Austin caught that. It's great coverage. Definite incomplete. It's close. It's close to a catch. Great effort. But it's going to be a 2nd and 10 from the 45-yard line. A snap back to Rodgers, a handoff to Gainwell, but this Texans defense comes barreling through. It's going to be a 4-yard loss on the play. It's going to be a 3rd and long. And the pressure's going to be coming back on Rodgers on this next play as well. Empty backfield for Rodgers. Back his own 42.5-yard line now. Snap back to him. Deep drop. Under pressure. Hit from behind. I think the ball's out. The Texans have scooped it at the 20, 10, and into the end zone. And I think that's a Texans touchdown. And that is the play that could break this game for the Steelers. Texans touchdown.
Touchdown!
And it was a pocket collapsed in. It was a stunt move, I think, inside. Oh, it's the left guard gets completely barreled down. Rankins just stands there, picks the ball up from the pile. What a hit. And there you go. The extra point is good as well. It's a 17-6 game and seems a long, long way back for the Steelers now. It's looking like the New England Patriots will be hosting the Houston Texans next week. So, me night, folks. Thank you very much for joining us. Roger needs to retire. He's no Favre, thank God. So who is your team? Are you a Texans fan? So the Steelers are not the Bears. I think they're done now. Yeah, against this defense, the Packers don't have the defense that the Texans have. And I think this game is done. I think this game is done. It's going to take a miracle. The kick is up. Returnable from the 10-yard line for Gainwell. Gainwell breaks the tackle. It's a decent return. Up to around the 33-yard line, and the Steelers got to put together a scoring drive here. Even if it's just a field goal, they've got to get this back to a one-score game. It's a shotgun formation for Aaron Rodgers. Trips left from his own 33-yard line. Snap back to him. Deep drop. Thrown deep over the middle. I'm looking for Freiermuth, but it's just out of reach. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. And the time of the clock is 11:11. That's an interesting stat. Rodgers is 42 years old. D'Amico Ryan's 41 years old. Snap back to Rodgers, looking to pass. Thrown short over the middle. To Warren. Complete 4 yards and then hits hard. It's going to be a 3rd down coming up. Snap back to Rodgers quickly. Thrown over the middle. And a great catch from Freiermuth. Strong hands. 1st down Steelers. And we have got a flag. I wonder why they snapped it so quickly. And there was 12 men on the field on defense. Rodgers is pretty good at seeing that quickly. He's done it a number of times over his career. Great catch by Freiermuth under pressure. They declined the penalty. And the Steelers are at the 45-yard line. Need another 10 yards or so to be in field goal range. Snap back to Rodgers. Tries to set off running himself, but trips over. And that's going to be a sack. It's going to be a 3-yard loss on the play as well. There was space for him to run as well, where he tripped on it over his own offensive lineman. 2nd and 13. Snap back to Rodgers. Deep drop. Scrambles out to his left. Fired. Incomplete. Looking for Metcalf. And great coverage again. Is it Bullock in the coverage? It's going to set up a 3rd and 13. Just can't get Metcalf the ball. Did a good job of it in the first quarter, but since then. Well, it goes through Metcalf's hands, actually. It would have been a hard catch going down, diving, but it goes through his hands. 3rd and 13 from the Texans' 48-yard line. Empty backfield. Snap back to Rodgers. He's battered at the line. Incomplete. 4th and 13, just as the Steelers were looking like they were getting something going. And the Steelers are going to have to punt with just over 9.5 minutes left in this game. Yeah, the Patriots offensive line are going to have their hands full next week. Snap back for the punt. Fair catch, call for at the 13-yard line. Does a good job in the end. The ball came in low, but it's first down for the Texans. It's a tough matchup for the Patriots offensive line next week. They do play the Texans. Going to have to figure that out. I just hope that CJ Stroud plays as poorly as he has in this one next week. As well. But I think discussions will have been had today in the Patriots organization. They probably anticipated they would be playing the Texans. And they've got to think of a way of slowing down this pass rush and scoring points consistently on offense. But my predictions going into the playoffs have played out on the AFC side of things. I had the Bills beating the Jaguars, the Patriots beating the Chargers, and then the Texans beating the Steelers. And meaning it would be the Bills against the Broncos in the divisional round, and then the Patriots hosting the Texans. I did then go on to predict that it would be the Bills and Patriots in the AFC Championship game. I wasn't quite as successful on the NFC side. I did pick the Rams over the Panthers. And I did pick the Bears over the Packers. However, I did pick the Eagles. I just thought the Eagles at home would beat the 49ers. It was a close one. But the 49ers winning meant it messed up my prediction bracket slightly, because it's going to be the 49ers against the Seahawks next week. And the Rams travel to take on the Bears.
We will let you know not only what network, but what time these games are next weekend. At the end of this broadcast, we know what days. And there is the slate of
I hope they announce the kickoff times soon after the game finishes. Don't know exactly when the games are kicking off. We know what days, but not exactly when. So, Texans, can you put this game to bed with some more points? 1st and 10 from the 30. It's a handoff to Marks up the middle. And a 2 or 3 yard carry to start the drive. Single back formation, quick pass from Stroud. 1st down, Texans. Up to the 23-yard line. And they will just be aiming to take as much time off the clock as they possibly can on this drive. And if they can get some more points, of course, a 3-point play on the field goal would make it a 14-point game. 2 touchdowns. And it seems like 2 touchdowns too far for the Steelers to make a comeback in this one. Clock around the 8-minute mark at this point. Single back formation, Stroud under center, milking the clock. Snapped it at 3. Handoff to Chubb. And Chubb keeps his legs going for a 3-yard carry right up the middle. And as I said, the clock's going to be the Steelers' enemy now. Running out of time. Nico Collins is out with a concussion. So now it's going to be a race against time for him as to whether he's ready next week. So the top Patriots corner and the top Texans wide receiver, both in the concussion protocol during the week. So something to keep an eye on. Handoff up the right side to Chubb. And another 3-yard carry. It's going to set up a 3rd and 4. So 3rd and 4. Clock is under 7 minutes left in this game now. Texans will be looking to burn more time and get a 1st down on this play here. Stroud in the shotgun, takes the snap. Thrown over the middle. It's caught. 1st down for the Texans. Christian Kirk carries the ball all the way to the 36-yard line of the Steelers. And it looks an impossible task now for the Steelers to come back. Single back formation. Handoff to Marks. It's just a 1 or 2 yard gain up the middle on that play. Second and 8. Handoff up the middle with Chubb. And a good carry. Takes the ball 5 yards downfield. It's going to be 3rd and 3 coming up And the clock is under 5 minutes left in this game. Texans up by 11 and in field goal range now as well. Oh, complete. Look at that, 381 yards from the Texans versus 149. Nearly a 240 yard difference. It's only the turnovers from the Texans that's cost them, really. More points. Snap back to Stroud. Hand off to Chubb. First down. Down to the 21-yard line, but we have got a flag. It was offside against the Steelers as well, trying to get a quick jump on the play. So 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle to Chubb, who dives forward, but it's going to be a 1 yard loss on the play. And the clock is still ticking down, close to the 4-minute mark. Steelers have got all 3 timeouts, but not choosing to use them just yet. Single back formation, handoff to Chubb. And a good carry from Chubb. Takes the ball 5 or 6 yards up the left side, but we have got another flag. See who this one's on. Just waiting for the call. Got We Are Texans in the chat from Graham Leaney. It was face mask against the Steelers, so it's going to be 1st and goal for the Texans. So 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Single back formation. It's a handoff, or was going to be, but we've got a flag. False start against the offense this time. It's going to be 1st and 15. Yeah, another flag. They're flying, Mr. Sean. Let us know who your NFL team is. Thanks for joining us over on Twitch. So 1st and goal. We're back at the 13-yard line now, the Texans. Single back formation. Stroud under center. It's a handoff up the middle for Marks. A good run. And barrels his way into the end zone. Poor tackling from the Steelers. And that is all she wrote in this game. Texans touchdown.
Touchdown!
23-6 pending the extra point. This is the final time that we'll see Aaron Rodgers at the quarterback position. It is a touchdown, Andrew, and the New England Patriots will host the Houston Texans next week in the divisional round. So they'll be getting primed and ready for that matchup. The kick is up. It's good. 24-6 ball game. So next Sunday, bring on the Texans for the New England Patriots. It's the Texans that stands in front of them reaching the AFC Championship game and a possible showdown with either the Buffalo Bills or the Denver Broncos. Thanks for the follow, Mr. Sean. As I'm a Steelers fan, but they might as well call it. Yeah, it was close. It was close. The Texans were keeping the Steelers in it with the mistakes from Stroud as well. But not enough offense. DK Metcalf disappeared after that drop, that big drop. He disappeared. And then so did the Steelers' offense as well. The offensive line couldn't cope with Hunter and Anderson. An 18-point ball game. And the kick has to be returned for the 1 yard line after the fumble. And Gainwell tackled down after a decent return after fumbling it to start with. So what do you reckon, Mr. Sean? Do you see Aaron Rodgers coming back for another season next year? What do you reckon? Shout out 49ers for life. Appreciate you following. Hopefully you can join us next week. We will be doing the 49ers and Seahawks matchup, which is going to be played on the Saturday next week. So hopefully you can come and join us for that. Shotgun formation, snap back to Rodgers. Tries to fire it towards DK Metcalf. He gets battered down at the line. Sets up a 2nd and 10 with exactly 3.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So it's anyone's guess by now. I don't know. Do you want him to come back? Do you want him back at quarterback? Snap back to Rodgers. Dumps it off to Gainwell, who drops the ball. And that sums up the Steelers' offense, particularly in this second half. Just haven't been able to get anything going. So Steelers have lost 7 consecutive playoff games. So 3rd and 10. Snap back to Rodgers. Deep drop. Thrown over the middle. It's caught by Gainwell. But it's just a 4-yard completion. It's going to be 4th and 6 coming up. And the clock is going to continue to run. So Aaron Rodgers, shotgun formation, trips right formation, snap back to him, 4th and 5, thrown and intercepted at the 50-yard line. It's returnable at the 30, at the 20. Rodgers tries and makes a tackle poorly into the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. And I think, for Rodgers, I think it is time to hang him up. Touchdown.
Touchdown!
And this game looks like an absolute massacre now. If somebody was to have not watched this game and flick this on in the morning and see the scoreline, it doesn't tell the whole story. This was a close game. This was a close game for 3 quarters. But the Texans have taken charge on defense. In the fourth quarter, the Steelers have not been able to get anything going. 24-6 now becomes 36, pending the extra point. So lined up for the extra points.
Nice job for the Houston Texans. Congratulations to them and John and Hare. Chance to win their first road playoff game in franchise history.
So waiting for them to kick the extra points. And it's missed by Fairbairn. I'm not sure what happened off that kick. He just seemed to wobble and go straight and somehow go below the post, I think. But it's 36, it remains. Let's have a look. It's like he towed it. It's like he towed it. So I miss the days of Big Ben Roethlisberger. It has turned into an absolute rout in the end. Makes me wonder what Bill Cowher would say to them today. 7 straight consecutive losses in the postseason. Is it time for a change at the head coach position, perhaps? Certainly will be considered. Goes into the end zone, touchback. Obviously, John Harbaugh, no longer the head coach of the Ravens, so that big rivalry between Harbaugh and Tomlin has come to an end, but could both franchises have new head coaches next year? And it's not Rodgers that's going to come out on the next drive. So Rodgers' final play, maybe in his career, could be a pick six. That's how Brady did it with the Patriots. His final play with the Patriots was a pick six. There's a handoff up the middle to Warren. And that should take us down to the 2-minute warning as well. So he went through the defensive line under the crossbar. It's like he towed it. He didn't get his foot on it. He was too far away. Yeah, it was against the Titans. I think it was actually Logan Ryan, of course, as well, that with the pick six, the former New England Patriot cornerback, Logan Ryan. I think the lady just said, Aaron Rodgers said it's been fun. So I think it's done. Yeah, I think it's done. I think he's done. The game's obviously done at 36. We're just going to get a couple more handoffs. And that'll be in the books. So as while we're at this game break, before we do finish, just to remind we are live streaming every NFL playoff game this season. So we'll be live for a doubleheader on Saturday. The Saturday games, even though we don't know the exact times yet, we've got the Seahawks hosting the 49ers and the Broncos at home against the Bills. And then on Sunday, another doubleheader. The Bears hosting the Rams and the Patriots will be at home to the Houston Texans. So hopefully you can join us for all 4 of those games. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button on YouTube so you get notified of all of our live streams and also our content on there as well. If you're watching on Twitch, absolutely free to do as well. Hit that follow button so you get notified of our live stream to remind you. If you want to show that extra support as well, get ad-free viewing and access to all of our emotes over on Twitch, you can hit the subscribe button. You can use an Amazon Gaming Prime subscription as well. Makes your viewing a lot more pleasant over on Twitch and cuts out those annoying ads. But appreciate everyone coming along today. There's some new people as well. Hopefully you can come back and join us next week for those double headers on Saturday and Sunday. The MVP should go to Rodgers. Without him, Texans would not have won. Yeah, I mean, the Texans did everything they could. I mean, Stroud did everything he could in that first half to give it to them. So what do the playoffs mean? I knew it all leads up to the Super Bowl, right? Absolutely. Banter Ben, thank you very much for coming along. Yes, it is. We're in the knockout rounds now. So we've played the regular season. We're into the knockout rounds. That's the playoffs. And now the Texans 2 minutes away from winning this game. It's a handoff up the middle. And a 5-yard carry. But yes, the Texans, once they've won this game, there's only 8 teams remaining, meaning it's kind of like the quarterfinals next week. 2 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday. The winners of those will play the following Sunday in the semi-finals, the conference championship games. The winners of those games will go to the Super Bowl 60, which is at the start of February. We've got 4th and 2 coming up. And a pass, a catch, it looks like, and just about enough for a first down for the Steelers. For a quick pass from Rudolph. And maybe time for just one more play. It is a handoff up the middle. Nice move. And a 12-yard carry by Warren for the first down. And there will be time for just one final play here. Shotgun formation. It's a handoff up the middle. It's a 1-yard loss on the play. That will be the final play of the wildcard rounds, the wildcard weekends. The Texans, in the end, rout the Steelers 30-6. Possibly Aaron Rodgers' last game in the NFL. Rodgers' final play in the NFL was a pick 6. If he does choose to retire, that final play was a pick 6. Like I said earlier, it's the way that Tom Brady ended his Patriots career with a pick 6. Rodgers might have just ended his NFL career with a pick 6. They got pulled away with the ads. That's why if you've got an Amazon Gaming subscription, Amazon Prime subscription, it's obviously free to sign up as a subscriber over on Twitch. You don't get any ads then. I know they are annoying. But if you can subscribe, obviously it gets rid of the ads. Who do I think has the best odds for the Super Bowl? Well, my pick to win the Super Bowl, personally, is the Seahawks. I have got a Super Bowl matchup. I did the predictions before any of the wildcard round, but I predicted the Super Bowl was going to be between the Bills and the Seahawks coming out on top. I think whoever gets to the Super Bowl, I think the NFC team will win it. I think the NFC teams are a lot stronger than the AFC teams. I think they're the more complete teams. So I've gone with the Seahawks personally, but we shall see. So Darnold choked last year. He's what worries me. I haven't seen a lot of Seahawks football this season. I've only caught bits. You know, the Patriots haven't played them. So I've only seen bits. And he did throw in 2 matchups against the Rams this season. He threw 6 interceptions in those 2 matchups. So if they do play each other in that championship game, it'll be tough. But I'm still going with the Seahawks. Seahawks versus the Bills in the Super Bowl. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's the Seahawks and the Patriots, or the Rams and Patriots. We'll see the Pats get there. And we're going to call the stream to an end there. Got to go to bed and get a couple of hours. It's 4:15 in the morning here. I've got work very shortly. So we'd love to watch the rest of the stream. I have to work tomorrow. Try catch the next one. Have a good one. Stay safe. You too, Miss Shaw. Thanks for joining us. I say we're cutting the stream as well. We've got to get to bed. It's 4:15 in the morning here. Appreciate Andrew for sticking with us and being with us all weekends. Hope you have a good week. Hope work goes well for you tomorrow as well. And we'll hopefully see you on Saturday. We've got the kickoff times. So we've got the kickoff times. We've got the Bills and Broncos on first on Saturday, 4:30 Eastern time. Then the 49ers and Seahawks at 8 o'clock Eastern time on Saturday. Then on Sunday, the Patriots will be hosting the Texans, 3 o'clock Eastern time. And the Bears taking on the LA Rams at 6:30 Eastern time on Sunday. So it's the AFC games are going to be first on Saturday and Sunday, followed by the NFC games. But thanks for joining us. Appreciate all of the new follows over on Twitch. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that follow button. It's free to do. We're live for every playoff game this season. So whether your team is still in or not, come and join us. Come and talk football. We'll be here for that first game in the wildcard round, which is going to be the Bills at the Broncos. So we'll see you next week. Have a good rest of the week, everyone. And we'll see you for the divisional round.